Oh, hey, look, guys, everything is going so well in Ukraine right now. They say that they've killed over 5,000 Russians. Like, all of this information that we have today is within the past 24 hours, so you can believe at least the reports right now. You can't verify any of this stuff because nobody's really providing any fucking on-the-ground footage. All they have is just little still pictures of afterwards. It's like, don't worry, everything's going great right now. Sure, obviously, that's what's going on. Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister Hanai Miliar claimed on Monday that roughly 5,300 Russian troops have been killed since the Russian assault began on February 24th. So they're definitely holding back those Russians there. Everything is going great. Like, you can even look at these new reports that morale is flagging among desperate Russian soldiers in Ukraine, according to U.S. officials. How exactly do they fucking know about what's going on there? But they definitely know. Like, you take a look at those Ukrainians that are on those tanks that they have there, and they've got definitely everything under control right now. You got pro-Russian troops ride on a tank in the separatist-controlled settlement of Buhas Donetsk. Oh, that same Donetsk region that voted to leave the corrupt and the unpopular Ukraine months ago, and they wanted to join up with Russia because most of the people that live in the Donetsk region have deep Russian ties and deep Russian heritage. Oh, okay, it's nothing though. Nope, definitely it's Russia man bad, and you shouldn't be looking any deeper than that. Like, they already got all of the pictures here. Like, you take a look, you just hear from the deputy assistant director of some defense region that are right now underground, maybe taking a look at things, but they're definitely putting out the message that everything is going fine, nothing to worry about there. We are definitely holding off the 50,000 troops that Putin sent over, and we're fighting them back. We're fighting that evil, awful, the Russia man. He's so bad and he's so inept, and he's gonna plunge his country into financial ruin for generations to come. That's why all of that shit is so effective. That he's making his emotional decisions on invading Ukraine as well. No, he's flying by the seat of his pants on this one. That's why he sent 50,000 troops of the nearly 1 million that he has enlisted. Don't think any deeper than that. Everybody has this situation wrong who's questioning the mainstream narrative, because normally, you know what you should just do? If you just want to live a happy, healthy life, you just listen to the mainstream narrative. You don't question any fucking thing else, and you just go exactly with what you see here, because obviously, yep, everything's going great. They're fighting off those goddamn Russians that are there. They're blowing up their equipment that's there. They're killing Russian troops in definitely not a staged photo op, and you just take a look, and those definitely look like bodies where you can make out the faces and the snow covered over top of them. And meanwhile, the snow that's on there with, if they would have just immediately shot those two soldiers that were there, the body heat off of them would probably be melting the snow. And the troops have only been inland, okay, and invading in the southern region for a couple of days at this point. But okay, no, definitely, just go with these old recycled pictures, and this looks like another region that's desperately under attack right now. I don't know, guys. I know that my opinion on this is horrifyingly unpopular. All I'm saying is, just question this stuff. What is my stance on all of this anyways? Am I pro-Russian? No. Am I pro-Ukrainian? No. Where's my heritage lie? I'm a quarter Ukrainian, okay? My grandmother, full blood. My maternal grandmother, full-blooded Ukrainian. Her parents came fresh over on the boat from Ukraine, okay? If you wanted to play identity politics, which isn't something that I'm fucking dabbling in like a bunch of other fucking morons that are out there in elected parliament. I'm Ukrainian, you're gonna have blood on your hands if you don't do anything. No, I don't need to make these emotional pleas. All you need to do is take a look at the fucking evidence that's at your fingertips right now. What is going on, okay? Is Putin trying to take over all of Ukraine? No, just the areas that want to be a part of Russia, he's going in and he's taking, okay? And what else has he said? Because that's something else that's not being addressed at this point. What has Putin actually said? A lot of things are being attributed to him that he hasn't done, that he hasn't said. I've seen this play out with multiple other people throughout longer than I've had this fucking channel open, that nobody nobody fucking watches. But we've seen this shit go down multiple times. But no, the same people just want to do the same thing. Oh, Russia, man, bad. Oh, everything that's happening to him is fucking great right now. God, you people are stupid. Stupid. Shit's going so well for Ukraine that, yeah, they have to enlist and they have to be fine with neo-Nazi extremist groups within their ranks. I think I have this a little bit out of border. There we go. And this isn't like one of those situations where it's every single person that doesn't agree with me as a neo-Nazi. These are actual fucking neo-Nazis, okay? So just to refresh you with the situation, let me get that fucking banner out of the way. As the Russian invasion of Ukraine enters its 6th day, and they're doing so well, and they're fighting back a 10th of the force. They killed the 10th of the force. Allegedly, where are the pictures? Where's any of the evidence on that, okay? The evidence, okay? Oh, there's been a lot of pictures, and there's been a lot of video that's been circulating on bastions of truth and honesty known as Twitter and Reddit. I believe that as far as I can fucking throw it. But if you want to bite down on that, you go for it. If you want to go ahead and you want to retweet and you want to reshare all of the footage that you have from 2014 and say that it's up to date and that's good for you. All I'm saying is do your own research. Russian President Vladimir Putin referenced the presence of such units within the Ukrainian military as one of the reasons for launching his so-called special military operation to demilitarize, denuclearify, because Ukraine doesn't have nuclear weapons. It has the capacity to have nuclear weapons. You know why? Because the old USSR used to store nuclear weapons in Ukraine. And as a compromise, Russia got back the nukes that they were storing in Ukraine. And the treaty that was made there, which all of these treaties that are all of a sudden becoming very important, and that's why Ukraine and that fucking comedian that's sitting in the Capitol right now, or under the Capitol right now, is so eager to just join in with a bunch of other treaties around the world, you know, NATO and the EU right now. He's so eager to, pull in everybody else's power because he had an agreement before where, or at least his predecessor signed an agreement, one of them, that you give the nukes back to Russia. You don't join. You don't look to the West for any help. We'll take care of you. And then if you weren't so fucking corrupt and you weren't making so many business dealings, okay? Because you want to take a look at approval ratings that would make Joe Biden fucking blush? Take a look at Zelensky's prior to this fucking invasion. Mid-20s sound about right to you? Oh yeah, but he's wildly popular and he's doing a great fucking job. And oh, isn't he so dreamy in his 2014 fucking photo shoots? Oh, he's just ready for battle and it's so inspiring. Pfft, fuck off. So yeah, if he's doing such a great job, why has he got Nazi regimes, okay, in the year 2022, for fuck's sakes? On Monday, Ukraine's National Guard tweeted a video showing Azov fighters coating their bullets in pig fat to be used allegedly against Muslim Chechens, allies of Russia, okay? Not official recognized Russian troops or anything, but, those fucking crazy Chechens who've been kind of terrorizing the world for a long time, but Muslims first, Chechens second, let's be fair. Well, that's the way that even these Azov fighters are treating them as well, because they aren't, painting little gold and blue flags on the fucking bullets. No, they're dipping them in pig fat. Why? I think it's fairly fucking obvious. Azov has been involved in training civilians through military exercises in the run-up to the Russian invasion. So they've been doing this for a long fucking time. So what is the Azov Regiment? Azov is a far-right, all-volunteer infantry military unit whose members, estimated at 900, are ultra-nationalist and accused of harboring neo-Nazi and white supremacist ideology. The unit was initially founded as a volunteer group in May of 2014 under the ultra-nationalist Patriot of Ukraine gang and the neo-Nazi Social National Assembly SNA group. Both groups engaged in xenophobic and neo-Nazi ideals, like calling Putin a Jew and he should be removed from the Kremlin, in so many words. But yeah, we could go deeper into this, so there's not really much else to say other than, a battalion, the group fought on the front lines against pro-Russian separatists in Donetsk, the eastern region of the Ukraine. Just before launching the invasion, Putin recognized the independence of the two rebel-held regions from Donbass. The two areas that want to be a part of Russia, don't like being a part of Ukraine anymore, voted, got their independence, and then wanted to join Russia. And that's where all of this shit is stemming from. Get rid of the Nazis and let the region that wants its freedom to be free. But no, it's all about Putin's bruised ego and he's trying to blow up the fucking world, right? That's why a very, very powerful, very effective Ukrainian military. Okay, they want Russia kicked off the internet. Oh, okay, cool. That's what you do. Okay, but don't worry, give it enough time. The private sector will be looking after that. Okay, trust us. Russian troop morale is flagging in some units. No, I thought it was all units. That's what the U.S. reconnaissance is telling us. Russian radio stations taken off over Ukrainian coverage. That's awesome. Russia kills 5 in a tower attack at Kiev TV tower. A TV tower, huh? Huh. It's funny, huh? Because we actually got some video footage of this. And yeah, okay, 5 people dead. If you shoot a missile in, the capital city of Ukraine and you only kill 5 and injure another 5, after you told them that you should get out following the Russian evacuation warning? Interesting. Really sounds like a siege of a country now, doesn't it? Well, let's just take a look. Let's just watch this. Let's watch this footage coming from the mayor of Kiev, okay, Vitaly Klitschko. It's funny, right? You have this weak, anemic defense. Oh no, but we're told. Shut up. You have your capital city, run by a former boxer, and you have the country at large run by a fucking comedian, and that's what you get. Oh, but Trump was a reality TV show host who went to an Ivy League business school and ran multiple billion-dollar companies. Yeah, no, fair enough. Apples to apples comparison you have there, or pierogies to pierogies in this case. But yeah, let's watch this footage. See anything weird? It's just focus there, okay. One missile, okay, you can, if you watch the video itself, you see a little bit of a chemtrail that comes and it hits the TV tower, and then smoke comes up. It's just fucking weird, huh? One missile hits that tower, nothing else, huh? And that's the best actual combat footage that we've seen from this so far. Okay, like I said, I don't have a dog in this race, and I think the proper course of action when it comes to all of this from the different governments around the world is, this is a regional conflict. This is a conflict between Ukraine and Russia, and nobody else's business. How about that? 5 people were killed and another 5 were wounded after missiles hit Kiev on March 1st, within hours of Russia warning that the military would launch strikes at the sites of the Ukraine capital. Ukrainian officials said the strikes on a television tower resulted in 10 casualties, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said a memorial site to the Holocaust was also struck. Any footage of that, or do you have more odd selected footage that's just coming out of that? To the world, what is the point of saying never again for 80 years if the world stays silent when a bomb drops on the same site of the Babin Yar, as Zelensky wrote on Twitter, referring to the memorial, which sits near the TV tower. So maybe that's where the debris fell. And again, which side is employing the neo-Nazis? Just saying. But again, this is another move by somebody else who's very, very strong in his ability to hold off those dastardly Russians. This is what happens when you don't question the fucking narrative. You just sit back, consume product, get excited for next product. You just buy the fucking line. You don't do any further investigation. Zelensky prods Biden to impose no-fly zone. Psaki said it's probably not a good it's probably not a good idea, or whatever she said in 1,000 fucking words, instead of just saying, nah, that's dumb, we ain't doing that. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky told the DC outlet Axios in a statement on Monday that this country needs the West to impose a no-fly zone. You ain't in NATO, okay? The rest of the NATO countries aren't imposing no-fly zones, okay? Because you know what that is? That's a direct action of war. And well, you don't think, okay? And it's important to know that nobody really knows if anybody's willing to put their finger on the fucking trigger for a nuclear bomb to be shot off, but nobody's really eager to find out. So maybe you should go back to the negotiation table. And that's supposed to be happening, I think, overnight or something. March 2nd, where the next peacekeeping or ceasefire talk's supposed to be taking place, after the ones yesterday ended in absolute nothingness. But no-fly zones from the West. At least they're staying out of it at this point, okay? And like DeSantis says, okay, the Ukraine crisis was caused by Biden's weakness. That's exactly what fucking happened, okay? He was the one who decided to stick his aged fucking nose into this situation and spun this out of control, because now you take a look at the response of the private sector, and if it doesn't happen to somebody you care about right now or a cause that you care about right now, give it enough time. It will. Google's YouTube ban blocks channels linked to Russian state-backed media, RT, and Sputnik across Europe. Interesting. Very interesting, okay? And again, there's been no formal talks between Biden and Putin. He's just closing off all avenues of conversation. I think the same is going with the EU. So instead of trying to figure out a situation when it comes to or try to figure out a solution to this situation, okay, what are they doing? Just isolating, because that's the way that you solve a situation. A lack of communication is always the best way to solve a problem, right? Right? And again, what does this do to hurt the Kremlin, to hurt the Russian government? How does this affect Putin whatsoever, other than just punitively punishing the people of Russia, who may or may not be on the side of this conflict anyways, okay? And again, who gives a shit? But again, this just goes to show you that Google and YouTube are all too fucking willing to bend over backwards to just censor whoever their overlords in the EU tell them to censor. Oh, just drop the hammer. Just tell us who we should censor. Just tell us who's free speech and whose access to information we should just sever, because, oh, we're just salivating at the proposition of that. Because right now it starts at, oh, Russian state-backed media. Even though, I'm here in Canada and I can freely access Al Jazeera, which funded by the Qataris, by the way, and you know what, all of their human rights abuses. We don't talk about those ones, though, right? Exactly, I guess those checks cashed. No, it just legitimately goes to show you don't need to have a uniform policy. You just need to have a policy, and you just need to have a theoretical offender of said policy, and then they can just flex their power, because what starts right now is being Russian state-backed media, okay? Officially, money is transferring hands from one to another, okay? Oh, no, it's just the state-backed ones. Okay, then it's just the state-affiliated ones. Okay, then it's just the contributors to those outlets that have been banned, okay? And then it's just the opinions of somebody who might be held by somebody else who would be affiliated with that. And then you see how that slippery slope goes. Just do any conversation when it comes to election integrity. Just do anything when it comes to the coof. If you want proof of that concept there, it's not just slippery slope fallacy. It's fucking real, dude. And then, of course, private business stepping up once again. Visa, MasterCard block multiple Russian financial institutions from payment networks in compliance with Western sanctions. Yep. That's how they take down any one of their ideological opposites online. It's always the banks. It's always the payment processors. Visa and MasterCard taking places offline because they can. You hand over these powers now. You just blatantly take the mask off, and oh, you'll just have people bend over backwards saying that this is so great, this is so wonderful, but then not think it through to its logical fucking conclusion. You see these powers flexed once. You see how quickly everybody, within the course of a week, everybody just gathers together all of their power. And oh yeah, Russia's so bad in this situation. What they're doing right now, we're attributing a whole bunch of things to them, and we're going to punish them because of it. If they're actually doing something so bad, wouldn't you think somebody would be stepping up to the forefront instead of just these, yeah, we wish you well. Oh yeah, no, we got your back on that one. Yeah, sure, whatever. I know we kind of stirred everything up here, but yeah, can't really rely on us for anything, you know what, concrete or anything, but yeah, good wishes, and we'll send you a card when this is all over. Then the background as well, you have Germany bulking up military following Russian invasion, defense stocks surges. Money's big fucking business, dude, and guess what? Everybody's gonna get paid on this one. And if you think there's nothing wrong with German forces building up, I don't know, man. Buy a fucking history book. But just to show you this, okay, and I know it doesn't mean that much, right? But this is where it always starts. You seen what? Yesterday you had them fucking hoes ain't getting paid on OnlyFans, which is, you know what, hey, it should just be good incentive to just, I don't know, go out and stop being bought and paid for whores online, but whatever, okay? If you got it, flaunt it. And hopefully there's some better examples than what New York Post pulled yesterday, but whatever. You have Russia being barred from international figure skating, and like I said, it's not really that significant, okay? But then you take a look who else is being attached to that. Belarus. What has Belarus done so far, okay? Oh, they're allies of Russia, okay? Have they done anything like when it comes to invading? Have they come in from the west? Have they put tanks on the ground? Oh, there's reports. There's reports. Is there anything concrete? Is there any evidence of that? No. Just trust us. You got our backs. Oh, okay, cool. Who's reporting things like that? Oh, AP. Okay. Oh, CNN. Oh, MSNBC. Deep state actors. Which all of a sudden, okay, I'm just so overwhelmingly disgusted with the way that the right, the quote unquote, the right is reporting on all this stuff, just biting down full force on this libs, just start banging the war drum, and all of a sudden all of these people with their emotional fucking arguments on this shit just throw rationality to the wind, and it's time to go to war because somebody's bad. Dude, you don't fucking get it. But hey, if you want to be smooth brained on this, you just want to have a mainstream media narrative, if you just want to bite down on that, if you just want to take it right into the veins, just, you know what, inject it straight into you, don't do any fucking further digging on this, go for it. Fucking be my guest. You're in good company. All the celebrities, all of the companies, all of the fucking governments in the world, all of the ones that always have the correct and right takes on things. Huh? Yeah, exactly. You're in good company over there. But whatever. We're shifting off of politics because this is just making me just despise humanity more so than ever. Listen, man, I ain't simping for that dude. I could give a fuck if he just fell over tomorrow. I don't care. And I don't care about Ukraine either. They aren't terribly fucking, but the leadership there isn't terribly fucking popular, and they haven't set themselves up for fucking victory. They've squandered millions and billions of dollars in aid, and they've been corrupt for longer than I've or my family's bloodline have been over in Canada. So you lie in the bed that you made. And if you want to lie about the size of that bed and you just want to have Uncle Joe and whoever the fuck is running CNN at this point tuck you in, fucking be my guest. See how little I care. Like I said, we're shifting big off of politics right now. We're going to go take a look at something else. I don't know yet. But with that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Doc Otsuelo. Watch the fly your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.